Cold email is dead. That's why you keep sending emails and nobody answer. While there are people like me who book more than 900 sales calls with the approach that I'm about to share. Because the whole market evolved. People's attention changed, while most coaches use strategy that is built for 2016. So I'm going to show this method. Cold email don't fail because people became rude, which is what you might be thinking. It failed because the environment changed. Right now, you're not fighting against people. You are fighting against inboxes that are controlled by AI filters, which is why your email goes to spam or promotions. You're also fighting against 100 daily sales email that are hitting people every day. And at the end of the day, with email, there is zero emotional connection, no image, no voice, no presence that builds trust. And without trust, no one buys from you, even if they book an appointment. And every message looks like copy-pasted. The thing here is that with emails, they don't fail because your offer is bad or you have tough product. No, they fail because emails feel like wallpapers. The message is hidden in the same place in the spam, promotions, or automated newsletters. Be honest, how many times do you check your email per day? Do you check every email? Is your email flooded with 100 other sales emails? Probably the answer is yes. So the prospect doesn't even reject you. They never ever see you, so they can reject you. Nowadays, social platforms took over the human trust. People don't trust inboxes anymore. They trust people, they trust faces, and they trust video. That's why these platforms like Facebook, Instagram, LinkedIn, they are booming. Because on these social media platforms, people check their DMs more than their emails. Nowadays, people check their inbox 20 times a day and their email once every few days. On social, messages feel human. They're not corporate. Because email is more like corporate environment. And on the social media platforms, you can send video, which builds instant trust. And that's the approach I personally use, which is video sales letters. It's that simple, because people can feel my tone, energy, my personality, everything transfer. My face, my name, my profile become familiar, and this act as a social proof. Because if someone wants to reply, they can just check my profile, they can see the type of content I post, the results my clients have, they can see everything that they need to make a decision if they want to reply, if they want to connect on a call with me, and if they want to buy. That's why cold DMs are the new so-called cold calls. Because email is more like a letter, DMs is like a handshake. People can feel you. People can see you. People can look everything that you've done, which is what took over the human trust. And the method that replaced cold email nowadays, as I told you, is my video pitch system, which is the one responsible for me booking this 900 appointments in less than 1 year. Because everything changed. The entire economy and coaching industry changed. If you still tried cold emails, you're living in 2016. So come on, come close to 2026. Because most coaches, even if they decide to go with social media, what they do is that they send text-based messages. They try to convince people to join on a call. They try to sound professional. But people don't buy from text. People buy from presence. People buy from relevance. And this is why I built my video pitch system. And the best thing about this video pitch system is that my VA is the one who sends the initial DM, which is a video pitch. So I don't waste hours being there, writing emails, making code calls, or writing long messages. No, this is a pre-recorded video that my VA sends. Then the message is opened with curiosity, not pressure. Because, be honest, how many times someone sends you a DM and how many times someone sends you a video? Of course, you're more likely to open the video because it triggers your curiosity. And in the video, people can see my face, they can see my tone, they can see the confidence that they have in my offer. It feels personal, it stands out, and it immediately builds trust, and it book goes without arguments. Text messages, they fight for attention. Video dominates this attention. Like this method alone, more than 900 sales goes, while people can't even book a single sales go in a month. I got 900. The reason why it's actually working is because I'm also using this sort of multidisciplinary approach. And this is a part that I want to share that probably no one talks on YouTube. My method works not because I follow shiny strategies or tactics, because they come and go. My method works because it's built on principles that are tested for thousands of years. I use psychology, and one of the reasons why it works is because human trust, faces, tone, and eye contact. That's why the video works. I got principles from behavior science. People respond to familiarity, not formality. And my social media profile acts as the thing that builds familiarity. I also use principles from evolutionary biology. Our brain read micro-expressions to decide safety. With my video message, people can build this trust instantly, because I'm confident in what I have to offer, since I work with more than 100 coaches by now. And if you also want to see all of the people I worked with, how I help them build similar systems that book goes and get tons of clients, just feel free to check the first link in the description. Because all of these multidisciplinary approaches are actually taught in my program in depth, so you can build a similar system that books go and get you paying clients. The most important one is this system thinking actually, because a repeatable machine beats the emotional labor, which is where most coaches are. They send one email or one message, they don't get any reply, they think this method is not working, and they start blaming this. Instead, we actually rely on proven systems that I've built myself, so it's just a matter of doing this in replication to see results. Plus, we also leverage a lot more things such as the attention economy, because videos is what create pattern breaks nowadays, not long texts. Engineering, everything runs on control, testable process. In my previous videos, you can see how I tested more than 200 messages in a month, how I tested 10,000 messages with videos, the results I got. I literally shared everything. In our program, we act like scientists. We don't act like this emotional gurus that react to everything. We react as scientists. We test, we improve until we build something that works. And we also use this communication theory because clarity always beats cleverness. We just want to be straight to the point, not just sound like this smart dude. Nothing is random. What I do is not bro marketing. The system is shaped by thousands of years of how humans connect and decide. When I say cold email don't work, I don't mean that email itself is bad. Don't get me wrong. I mean that email no longer aligns with how humans make decisions in 20th century and 21st century. Excuse me. DMs with video is what do. This is why my clients win fast, because we don't fight human nature. We leverage it.